Hi guys, this is Raquel with Paints and Glitter again, coming back to you with my December daily, and I'm calling this part 2, even though it's not necessarily in numerical order, seeing as I began late and I'm just kind of rushing through it, if you will, because of the fact that, as I mentioned in my previous video, I will not be home for most of December, and yeah, so I'm just making it up as I go along, and if I finish the book, that's great. If I don't, I am not going to punish myself. So, having said that, I went ahead and added a couple little things to it that I hadn't done so when I filmed my last video, because that was just, as I titled it, it was just the beginnings. So here's what I did. I made a charm for it. A little chunky charm, and I have to say a huge thank you to she goes by the name Nurse Tara here on YouTube. I ran into some of her videos and she explains how she makes her chunky charms, and boy is she talented. I mean, she's got an amazing amount of patience, and I know this to be true because I made this and I was about to lose it, not because it was difficult in and of itself, but because of the fact that you have to be very careful. In my case, it kept slipping out of my hands. That's all it was. But I made a chunky charm, and I'm super happy with how it did turn out. It's just eclectic as I am, and it has a little bit of everything. So what I did was that I added the little bells that I have in my stash in both silver and in gold, because I wanted this book to incorporate both. I have little pearls, little red beads, little just see-through baubles there. I have this one here that's faceted. I added green, I added the silver sequins. I added this cute little tassel because it has the same color as the sprigs that are in the paper collection. Big pearl, and then of course I love antique buttons, so I wanted to incorporate that there. And so that's how I did that. And what I did was I took a straight pin and I fed it through the little hole there in the back of the button, but I did add a little pearl there and then sequins and whatnot. So that's how I was able to incorporate a button into my charm. So I don't know, maybe some of you have already done that, and if so, awesome. So anyway, that was the cover, as I had shown before. What I did to this, however, is that I know that I had covered part of the sentiment, which is it's the most wonderful time of the year. However, I hadn't envisioned how I wanted this to look, and I knew that I wanted to use the little cardinal. That was there in the previous video, but this was not, and this is a little poinsettia that I added because I wanted to use this antique button that was given to me, or I think it's an antique button, it certainly looks like one, by Viviana. So Vivi, thank you so much. I love that button. I was saving it, and I even had said that I might hoard it for a while, but I was so happy that it matched the paper collection with that very light green, so I used it there because I wanted this to be whimsical. It's not a serious book in any way, so who cares if my poinsettia has a humongous button in the center? I think it's cute. I had shown you guys day 1 and how I did the gingerbread man and all that stuff. I think I added the little gem. I'm sorry, I think I'm out of frame. I think I added these little guys after the video. I'm not sure. My projects are never 100% done, so if I find something I think it looks cute, I keep adding to it. I've not yet added the picture that goes here because I've been having a love-hate relationship with my printer, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But that was page 2, and I think I showed you guys this. Yes, and I think that's as far as I had gone. So this is page 3. And here what I did was that I did it all in green on green, and I did that on purpose because on this date my son and I watched the Grinch movie, and so that inspired me to make sure to just incorporate those colors of green. But just like the message of the movie, which I think is very endearing, even though, yes, I said I don't celebrate Santa Claus. Yes, my family, we're a Christ-centered family, so we celebrate the birth of Jesus at Christmas time. However, that doesn't take away from the fact that there are some happy, funny, and awesome stories that you can share with your children, where you can still incorporate your values and what you believe in. And in my case, yes, we watch The Grinch. That doesn't mean that, oh my gosh, I can't watch that. I'm not like that. We have fun with it, and I speak to my children, and we talk over certain lessons and values that can be incorporated into everything that we're exposed to, including something as silly as a movie like that. So anyway, that was this day. And I went ahead and added little snowflake stickers to this page. I added another one of those itty bitty little envelopes that I had made. These little bottle caps, oh my gosh, I've had these in my stash for years. And when I say years, I mean a really, really long time. I ran into them as I was cleaning up one day, and I'm so happy because they have numbers, as you can tell. I went ahead and also added that little flower there. And I thought this flower mimicked the shape of this star. I don't know, I was kind of just playing around with the shapes there, so I'm super happy with how this page turned out. Again, I did add the pockets back here. There's a picture of my little guy. Oh, and I also embossed the background page there. This here, just to show you guys, because like I mentioned before, I don't like to waste anything. This here holographic die cut that you see. Let me see if I show a close up. Alright, if you notice, that is on acetate, okay, and then behind it is that star-shaped die. What I did there was that I used the negative portion of what I had cut out here, and whatever was left in those little spaces, I saved it and then adhered it onto acetate and was able to make that shape. This is supposed to be what you throw away when you're done with it, but I thought that was lovely and I didn't want to let it go to waste, so I just layered it there. And here's day 4, which I wanted to use this little teddy bear for, and I think these teddy bears are adorable. They're all over YouTube. I wanted to incorporate him here. And what I did was I cut it out in white paper and I inked it with, goodness, it's oxide ink, and I can't remember the name of it. I apologize for that. And then I put a little antique button as his belly button, which I think is so cute. And then I put twine in the center there. And he's holding a little gingerbread man. And then this tag here is one of those chipboard tags that you can alter, and it has little birds on it, but I didn't, oh, you know what, now come to think of it, this fell off of it. I'm looking at this going, what is wrong with that? I had adhered this, look at that. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to fix that. So, there you go, little boo-boo already, right? So I had adhered that with hot glue, and it is a chipboard sticker, so I don't know what happened there, but I'm gonna have to stick that again. But back to this is just one of those little chipboard tags, and I thought that would look really cute there because it pulls the brown color out of the, gingerbread man, the teddy bear, so I thought that would look cute. And this says day 4, of course, with another one of those little envelopes. My journaling is tucked behind there, and I did use washi tape to highlight the little tab there with gold. I thought that looked cute. Then for, let's see, page 5. Okay, so this, flipping it over this way. Here we go. So for page 5, here's another page I did, and in this case I do a lot of meditating and I listen to music while I do that. So I wanted to incorporate that here because music is a huge part of my life. My son is a musician. I am blessed to be surrounded by that, and I want to be surrounded by music at all times and whenever possible. So I wanted to incorporate that into my December daily. So what I did was that I again made another little pocket to journal with the little card in. I used a die cut that I absolutely love that's got all these musical notes. Another tag die cut here in which I stamped, I believe they may be from Heidi Swap, but don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. But I stamped the dates here, and then what I did was that because I incorporated the, you know, the Worship Jesus, which I did handwrite on there, I crossed out the dates and just wrote forever. And then I used a little sticker from the collection that says Believe. And then coffee cup, because why not? I added a little coffee cup for the date instead of an envelope. What I was thinking when I put coffee there, I don't know. I may have been drinking coffee. I can't remember now. That was 2 days ago. So I added a little red ribbon there, and yeah, I think that's about it for that. Then page 6, which was yesterday, what I did here was that I took one of the cut aparts from the paper collection, and it said believe in the magic of Christmas, but I cut away the word magic because I don't do that. And I wrote the word God instead because, again, that's what I celebrate at Christmas. So I'm making this very personalized, and I realize that some of you may not like that. That's okay. I'm not offended. And, but anyway, back to what I made here, I used a sticker that I cut in half, and I put one half there, one half here, and I added the little pearls. I added the little number 6 down here, which I might switch that up. That's not 100% stuck yet. I use washi tape, and what I like to do is I double it up and make little banners out of it. So I made a banner there with washi tape, and this is just another banner die. And there's that one of those little reindeer again. And I was like, oh goodness, it's too bad the little red dot didn't fit like precisely in the middle, because that would have been just so cute. It would have looked like Rudolph, right? Here I added another sticker there from the collection, and there I was able to do my journaling. And I even saved some of these, I call them bogus cookie messages, because we went out to a Japanese restaurant and they gave us fortune cookies, and I always save those. I have a tradition with my son, in fact, of saving those, and you know, if we're not together, we send each other pictures, and mostly me, but I think they're just hilarious, and I always get a kick out of them. But then I wrote on there, of course, what I truly believe and all of that stuff. So that was yesterday, and then today, which is day 7, is this one here. Now this is a picture from Thanksgiving, but my son is away at college, so I don't get to see him as much, and he came home for Thanksgiving, and I was so grateful, and we took this picture, and we had such a great time even just taking the picture. It was hilarious. So I went ahead and put that here, and I tried to print it out nicely, but I'm not sure if the paper I used was the best thing, because like I'm saying, my printer and I are not on best terms right now, and that's all my fault. I need to get to know it a little bit better. But I used sticker paper, and what I did here was I embossed the word Christmas, and I added that as a little banner. I added some little snowflake stickers that I also embossed onto stickers, so that made it easy to add it there. And then here's again some more of that same sticker paper. So basically what was left over after I cut this out, because this is sticker paper, I embossed with ink and embossing powder, and then I cut it out with the dies. So again, trying to make the most of all of the materials that I use. That's how I like to work. So with the same paper, I was able to do the picture, the sentiment, the little snowflakes, and even some embossing. And then here, I used a tonic dye that says with love, and this is part of a little ATC set. And now I can do my journaling, which I haven't done yet. So this picture is not from today, but I'm not concerned with that. It's my family. And I'm sorry that, you know, it came out a little dark over here with my little guy. But yeah, this is what my book is about. It's about us and about our days and the memories and the good times and the not so good times, because Christmas time is not always the easiest for everyone. It is a difficult time for a lot of people. If you are one of those people, then I just pray that you can feel blessed throughout this time, and that you're surrounded by people who encourage you. That's what this channel is all about. I do hope that you feel encouraged when you stop by and you watch something that I'm putting out here. As far as the projects in and of themselves, you can do this with anything that you have at home. You can just incorporate what you do have. It doesn't matter what I use. It's what matters is what makes you feel happy and inspired, because, you know, sometimes you can, I don't know, get caught up in having the latest and greatest. And yes, I fall for that sometimes as well, because who doesn't like pretty things? But I really don't want that to ever be the message of my YouTube videos. I really don't. I prefer it be that, oh, you know, she used that in a different manner. Like, oh, look at that. She used a chipboard sticker and got it to stick the right way. Maybe Raquel will learn how to stick those properly. I don't know. I'm just rambling. But I just hope that you are inspired by what you watch here and that you are blessed. That is my ultimate goal, is that you just feel blessed to have spent a little bit of time watching something that I put out here. So yeah, I hope that this is something that you can maybe glean from. If you have any questions for me, as I always say, feel free to reach out to me. My email is paintsandglitter@gmail.com, and I am also found on Facebook as Encourage Arts. Have a beautiful day and a beautiful weekend. Bye-bye.